Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Ye hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. The serpent comes quietly twisting God's words. Temptation often begins that way, right? Not as an attack, but as a whisper that makes you question what you already know is true. Genesis 3:2-3. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Eve knew the command. She repeated it. But notice she added, Neither shall ye touch it. This small change shows how easy it is to blur God's boundaries. When we start adding or bending the truth, we make room for confusion, right? Genesis 3:4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. Here's the lie. The serpent takes the truth and twists it into something that sounds harmless. That's how temptation works. It questions God's integrity and makes disobedience look safe. Genesis 3:5. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. The serpent appeals to pride, the desire to be in control. He convinces Eve that God is withholding something from her. The same lie still works today, that we'd be happier if we took control instead of trusting God. Genesis 3:6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. See, temptation looks good. It often feels right in the moment, but not everything that looks good leads to life. Adam and Eve both chose desire over obedience, and that choice still echoes today. Genesis 3:7. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Their eyes opened, but not the way they expected, right? They gained knowledge but lost innocence. They covered themselves out of shame, showing that sin doesn't bring freedom, it brings separation. Genesis 3:8. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. The same God they once walked with now felt distant. Guilt makes us hide, even from the one who can heal us. But notice, God still comes looking. He doesn't storm in with anger. He walks gently, seeking relationship. Genesis 3:9. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? God knew where Adam was, but he wanted Adam to recognize where he had gone. Where are you? Isn't about a location, it's about condition. God still asks us that today when we've drifted. Genesis 3:10, and he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. See, fear entered the story for the first time. Before sin, there was peace and confidence. Now there's fear and hiding. That's what guilt does. It convinces us that we can't come to God anymore. Genesis 3:11, and he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? God doesn't accuse, he questions. He invites Adam to be honest. Who told you is a powerful question, because so often we let voices other than God define who we are. Genesis 3:12, and the man said, The woman who gave us to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. Adam shifts blame first to Eve, then indirectly to God. Instead of confessing, he deflects, but growth begins with ownership. We can't heal what we won't admit. Genesis 3:13, and the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Eve follows the same pattern. She blames the serpent, but even in this moment, God is listening. He's not destroying them. He's beginning the process of restoration. This part of Genesis reminds us of something we all feel. The tension between temptation and truth, between shame and grace. It started with a whisper. Did God really say? That's how doubt begins, not with denial, but with distortion. The enemy doesn't need to make you stop believing in God. He just needs to make you question whether God is holding out on you. But notice God's response. He doesn't abandon Adam and Eve. He comes looking for them. Where are you? He already knows. He just wants them to stop hiding. Maybe you've been hiding too, right? Behind excuses, behind fear, behind guilt. Maybe you've made choices you regret, or you've listened to voices that told you you're not enough. But hear this. God still walks towards you, not away from you. He doesn't come with condemnation. He comes with compassion. He's not asking, what did you do? He's asking, where are you? Because he wants you to come back. Even in failure, there's grace. Even in sin, there's mercy. The first story of human failure is also the first story of divine pursuit. So if you've fallen, get up. If you wandered, come back. God's not finished with you. He's calling your name just like he called Adam's, not to punish you, but to restore you. Because the same God who formed you from dust is still the same God who's willing to meet you in it and bring you back into his light. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please, if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel so you can watch more just like this. Like it, it helps the algorithm push the video to others to hopefully help them. And please comment below any thoughts that you have. I'll read every comment there is. Thank you so much. I love y'all. God bless.